Hello and welcome back to Market Sense. We also have Nayantara who's now joining us. Let's go across to the next management that we have. The management at SPML Infra is now joining us. Company implements S4A scheme to recast 545 crores of debt. So if you could just first tell us about the S4A scheme and how much of debt gets converted into debentures and what's the kind of savings that you will get because of this?
Yeah, this S4A scheme, this RBI has introduced this scheme last year, where the debts are structured in two parts. One is Part A, one is Part B. Part A, which is sustainable, Part B, which is unsustainable for the time being, and which can be sustainable over a period of time. In our case, total debt was 1,117 crore. Out of this, 545.85 crore has been converted in the Part B section, which will be converted through optionally convertible debenture for a tenure of 10 years, which will carry a coupon of 0.01% and with a YTM of 8.15%. And our payment will start from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th year. And
right.
From which we will have a cash flow benefit of around 70 crore for next 5 years. And then it will go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we'll need to pay.
Right. Sir, if you could also just tell us what happens to the remaining debt, what's the interest rate over there and what's the difference?
Yeah, difference. There's 8.15% for the OCD and the remaining debt is 12.65%. So there will be a benefit of 4%, 4.5% for the 545.85 crore, which will work out to be about 22, 23 crore rupees per annum in terms of benefit. And in terms of cash flow, because we do not need to pay now the interest for next 5 years.
Okay, that's your growth outlook. But, just wanted to get in a sense as well as to, what the outlook and plan is post this recast scheme. Can you tell us what kind of growth you're targeting by way of your revenues as well as your bottom lines?
Yeah, now since banks have now crystallized the debts totally, and we will now focus on basically in project execution, the entire cash flow which we have saved will help us in getting the project execution fast. Therefore, the bottom line and top line will definitely improve. And how much it will improve, I think this is in the next 3 quarters, which is third and fourth quarter, which will be definitely visible.
Okay, so you're saying that the visibility in your balance sheet will only be, possible from the second or third quarter. Can you give us an idea? And this is something the shareholders will also want to know. What's going to happen to the promoter stake post the implementation of this scheme?
Promoters have diluted 21.44%, which we have already informed the stock exchange. And once after this dilution, the total promoters holding would be 38.6% in the company, because promoters have to sacrifice because of this sacrifice being done by the company, being done by the bank. So therefore, the bank RBI has asked that promoters should also sacrifice. So based on that, we sacrifice this.
So, Mr. Sethi, right now, it's very topical, so I'm asking you this question. There are a lot of companies right now that, you've been fortunate to get this restructuring. For all the viewers watching you and they may have your shares, etc., there is no fear as such when it comes to the balance sheet, or is there, could you become a candidate where you might see a vendor maybe approach the NCLT for insolvency and bankruptcy?
No. Now there cannot be any threat now, because the entire debt has been crystallized and we are in a standard account now.
Thanks for, clearing that out, because I'm sure a lot of investors would want to know. Mr. Sethi, what kind of orders are you now bidding for? What is in the pipeline over the next 2 to 3 years? And take us through your target for your order book.
Yeah. Now we have currently order book worth 6,000 crores, but we are now bidding. We will be bidding on water and power projects, focusing basically where the projects are funded by external agencies or central government, so that our cash flow improves. And we would now be focusing only on water and power EPC projects. And we are seeing a lot of visibility in these two areas, because government has to spend a lot of money on the infrastructure of water and power across country. and we would be beneficial for those projects.
All right. We'll let you go then on that note. Thanks so much for joining in, giving us all of the details on this debt recast plan, what it means for investors as well as for the company, and what the outlook is on your overall order book. Dr. C.K. Narayan joins in as promised, and let's chat technicals then. Dr. Narayan, loads of stocks that are buzzing away in trade, and I'd like to get in your take on some of these individual names. Come in on how you're looking